Hey, what is going on, guys? VayHoz here, and today I'm going to be covering something actually just inside of Massive. I thought it would be interesting to just make a video on it, just because sometimes it's a little unclear on how this feature works. So if you saw from the title, it's the frequency shifter, and you'll see me use it a lot in a lot of bases, and you might be wondering what use it has. And I'm actually gonna just create a new patch and everything. We'll just get a crude oscillator right here because that's actually a really good one for like to use frequency shifter on, because it's not too messy. So I mean, it's pretty good. I'll get a little bending plus minus, get a nice little growl bass already, and yeah, it's pretty clean too actually. So now what I'm gonna do is grab the little frequency shifter, and right now you won't really hear anything different. That's okay. You just need to go to your routing and then hit the insert 2. Make sure the frequency shifter actually happens, because if it's here, it's after filter 2, and it only applies if filter 2 is involved, which it isn't right now. But for example, if you were to mix filter 2 in, then you'd hear the effect it has. But yeah, if there's no filter 2, you won't really hear it. That's why I like putting the insert 2 here. Anyway, besides that, I'm gonna put a little macro on the pitch. And why do I do that? Why would I put a macro on here? That is because this little pitch knob is super fragile, super, I don't know, delicate, I guess. So you move it a tiny bit, and it's gonna have a huge effect on your actual sound. So that's why you put a little macro, put it a tiny bit, and then raise it a tiny bit as well. This is what we have so far. But actually, if you just mess with your pitch right here, we'll go positive 12, negative 12 for the pitch bend. You'll notice that it gets really messy up there. Like, what is going on? That's because the oscillator here is actually supposed to be lower if you want to have that effect. I don't know why it does that, but a quick fix is just to lower whatever all your oscillators down by an octave, and that somehow fixes it. So yeah, that's a nice little way. And then you can, literally just mess as much as you want. A frequency shifter is an awesome effect, and that's not its only use actually. If you turn it completely wet, you can basically, I hate to say change the pitch, because that's not really what it's doing. It's just shifting frequencies really, and let's say you have a really sort of detuned type of sound due to the phase knob, which I'm going to cover in a second. You can use the frequency shifter to fix that actually. So let's get a really detuned square sound. Okay, so I say detuned square, but really it's just an FM. So here you go, negative 12 for the pitch here, and phase. So let's say you really don't like this detuned effect, then you can just pop on a frequency shifter right there, go to the routing, select insert 2 right there, go full wet because you don't want to have any of the dry, non-affected audio. You just want the pitch, the pitch change, I guess. By the way, what has that wobbling effect whenever you have this on is there's a dry, the dry wet actually causes this effect, because one of the waves, or one of the audio files, is detuned and then the other one isn't. And yeah, I'm actually going to demonstrate this using the actual frequency shifter, the free plugin. So right here, I have it somewhere right here. So a lot of people are going to say, oh, use the LFO with the... No, you don't need. If you want to wobble, you don't need an LFO. So I just turn it off right away, and leave it around maybe 50 hertz, the range, and then it's 50% dry wet already by default. So you already hear sort of wobble going on, and that's why often I'll actually use the frequency shifter after my processing. For example, Serum doesn't actually have a frequency shifter, so I'll just use that on top of Serum, or I don't know, anything else really. So that's how a frequency shifter works. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's maybe a little bit of a short one, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Bye bye.